Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Operation Crypto. If you are new to this channel, then start smashing that like button. Everybody, welcome to Operation Crypto. If you are right, let's see where we are. Let's just share some links and then we'll get cracking. Wait for a few to get in the room. There we go. So today's video is going to be altcoin price analysis. We will start off by taking a look through the market dominance of Bitcoin. As you can see, we are starting to drop, and then we'll take a look over some of the pairings on the BTC and the USDT pairing of altcoins. And I have got a list of around 10 coins from the community to go through at some stage during this session. Welcome everybody in chat. Get smashing that like button. We'll get a few people in and then we'll crack on. Seen loads of people talking about Sheeb in the comments, which is, I just looked at it before, I just had to jump onto it. I won't be buying any of this, by the way, but I just saw it, and first thing I saw about 1 trillion supply, which not crazy, but yeah, it's only sitting at 1 sats. Looks like another version of Doge, but yeah, let's ignore that. We'll talk about that later on and see if there's any price analysis to do. So this is the Bitcoin market dominance chart. And if you look in this grey box here, this was the alt season from 2017. We did drop from pretty much 71% all the way down to 34%. So that was the alt season of 2017. Since then, we have had a couple of alt seasons, but nothing major like we saw back in 2017. So what we are looking for is a similar scenario. In my opinion, I don't think we're going to drop down to these levels here, but I think we will drop below 57%. I think once we do drop below 57%, the market will start pushing on, and we will be able to get some nice prices on altcoins. So that is dominance currently. If we just zoom right into the daily time frame, we have lost this level of support at 62%. The next major level for Bitcoin support is 57%. I think if we even get down to that level and break it, then it's going to be astronomical for Zilliqa. Maybe don't talk about VeChain, don't want the whales to notice. Even in Max. VeChain's doing very well. We'll have a look at VeChain in a second. So that's just a little bit of a look into Bitcoin dominance. The next major level is to target 57%, and then we will drop it below that. Steve, you know Ash, Crypto Mobster? Of course I do, mate. We do a podcast together. If you ever listen to the Crypto Mobcast, check it out. That's me and him who do that. Turn dark mode on for TradingView. I have got dark mode on, but this is the background screen, which I prefer. I prefer having a white background. Everything else is in dark. Right, so let's start having a look at some altcoins. We'll work the way through my favourite alts, and then we'll go into some that have been given from the community, and then I'll drop into comments and have a look at some price analysis. So if you do want me to check out any projects, then drop them in the ping in the comments, and I'll take a look. So we will start off with Ethereum. We do know that has been on a great run recently. Just get rid of this previous TA. So we did do quite a significant retracement. I mean, if we just take a look at the percentage from them highs, we hit just over 2k. And we did a 36% retracement, which is common on bull runs. You do get 20 to 30 to even 30-40% retracements at some time. So that is nothing to worry about. And looks like we are pushing now at 1,775. And the next critical area I've got is $1,840. I think once we do break above there, I think we can really start to target those highs. And then this is the first level I've got. That is the first Fibonacci extension level, up at $2,284. I think we will get there at some stage. So let's just have a look at this in the 4-hour time frame. And if you are looking to place some longs or buying opportunities, I will identify a couple of key levels here. So as we do know, the Fibonacci is our friend. So this is the start of the move on 28th of February. And ever since that dump, we have been on the up. So if you put the fib up to the top of the move, this then gives you levels for potential areas to invest. We are currently bullish now and we are pushing up, so usually I would target the 618 level for buy-ins. But I honestly think the 382 level could be his best bet for buying at $1,590. I think that could be a good area to potentially place some orders. And you could even potentially look at placing a long from this position. So I don't know, have your position met, have a 5% stop loss around, have it at that 50% retracement level. And then we can go up and target those all-time highs and then start breaking through them. So the all-time highs is 28% move from the 382 level, so that could be a good potential area to potentially place some orders for a long. Don't use too much leverage because you can get absolutely dry bummed on leverage. So anything less than 10 I would recommend. Anything above that, then your liquidations are getting a bit too close. So that's a potential setup there. If you just take a look at the daily time frame, we are just ticking. Where's that gone? Yeah, if you look at the histogram on the MACD, we have been bearish pretty much since the 22nd, 23rd of Feb. We are just ticking bullish here now. We have a crossover on the RSI lines. So I do think that histogram is now going to continue. And this is going to be a key to start pushing up and targeting some new all-time highs. I honestly think this year, at some stage, we can push up to $3,000. But we just need to monitor the price and see what's going on currently. As you can see, that is, I prefer the longer time frames in the daily, showing that we are just ticking bullish. Makes me very bullish and I want to long the hell out of this. But we just need to monitor it. We may come back down to test this level and then pop back up. We may not. You might even be lucky to get some orders in there. If you go back to a 4 hour, I mean, you could retest it here at 236 level, which is 1,661. That could be a nice level to long from there. So this might not happen. It might not get there because we are trending upwards now. I mean, you could say we're trending all the way from there. So we could start to push on and target them at highs before we even get a chance to open any longs. So that is the USDT pair. If we just look at the BTC pairing, we have started to push up. We hit a bottom down at around 29,000 Satoshis. And we are starting to push back up now. I mean, if you look at this, this is a first key area to break through. On the monthly resistance at 37,500 sats. I think once we do push above there, if you look at this on a weekly, we've got a lot of ground to make up. So in percentage-wise, 258% we've got to make up until we even get close to the all-time highs. So we've got a long, long way to go with Ethereum. And I do think that the BTC pair will show some all-time highs at some stage over the next few months. Now let's just catch up on the chat. We've got loads going on here. If you are new to this channel, do start smashing that like button. 150 people in here, we only got 48 likes. Let's get some more going. From Amsterdam, welcome. Engine price prediction. I'm actually going to do one of those, a dedicated video to Engine this coming week. It is Stevie. That MACD is primed, mate. Right, let's crack on anyway. So I'm going to look at Zilliqa next. We'll just drop that down into 4 hour time frame. This is still way undervalued in my opinion. Remember, all-time highs was up at a 23 cent. So we've still got a fair way to make up. Let's look at it on a price perspective. Price range from here up to all-time highs. We've got a 84% move. You might think, Jesus, Andy, it's a fair old chunk, but that can happen over the course of a few weeks. And you know, with some at lower caps are moving thousands of percent. So this is Zilliqa. It is pushing up again like most of the alts. It is starting to look good. But we do know that things can come down at some stage. So let's just have a look at some potential areas to buy in. If you think you've missed a boat, then, I mean, you could look at some of these levels down here. So we have a 382 level, which is 11.8 cents. So it's 0.0183. And we also have this level down here, the 618 level, at pretty much 11 cent on the nose there. So there are two levels that you could potentially buy. The first major target though is closing above this weekly resistance at 15.4 cent. We've been above it 5 or 6 multiple times, but we have failed to close above that on the 4 hour time frame. I think if we do close above that on any time frame higher than the 4 hour, then all time highs will be imminent and 20 cent will be dropping like a sack of shit. So that is the USDT pair. Again, the BTC pair, massively undervalued. If you look at it on my weekly time frame and zoom out, an absolute ton of room to make up down there. Let's just get rid of that TA there. So we've got a long way to make up on the BTC pair. If you look at current prices from here, you're talking 900% to make up on the BTC pairing. So that will be replicated into the USDT pair as well. So like I say, so many altcoins undervalued now, and we just got to buy and hold. I think holding is going to be the best thing to do around current situation. So VeChain is absolutely flying. Let's just drop into a 4 hour. We did a 42% retracement on VeChain, and it's already smashed it back up. I mean, look at that. Since them lows, we've already done an 87% move, so that is absolutely massive. So let's get rid of that now. This is the all-time high line. We'll just move it up a little bit. I've moved it up 3 times today. Let's change that to all-time high. So yeah, that's a new all-time high there. We may get a little rejection from here. I mean, 7 cent might be the next rejection area. Really got to look at round numbers. So let's put fib on. This is looking good. There's news as well that Sonny Lou's got an interview coming up soon with Crypto.com. Stevie told me that in chat earlier on. So there's a good chance that this can keep going up and start targeting 10 cent. I think 10 cent is the ultimate target for me. I think once we do push it there, we can jump into some further analysis and have a look at some higher levels to target. So looking at potential buy-ins, I think we only can use a 4 hour time frame. We might even have to go down to the hourly. As this is pushing up, we need to look at some levels down here. 382 level, which is 5.4 cent. And we have this level here, which is pretty much 5 cent on my nose, which is some psychological support at 5 cents. A nice round number. I think we've bounced off that a few times and pushed back up. So potentially we could come back down to 5 cent, but we're pushing up towards 6.5 cent now, which is absolutely massive. So I do think that is a potential buy zone there at 5.4 cent. And then the next major target for me is 10 cent at some stage. If we look at 10 cent from current prices, it is a 53% move, which is nothing. So let's catch up in chat. Loads of chat. Vet is moaning. Cardano, I'll have a look at Cardano in a second. I've got a few to look at before then. Chilies. I think I've written that down. What are our top altcoins? These are my top altcoins here. So we've got Zilliqa, VeChain, Polkadot, Plutus, RSR. Ignore that, so I'll get rid of that. Sparta, GRT, Evid, and Reef. Right, so let's have a look at the next one. Let's have a look at Polkadot. And then we'll go through a list that I've got, and then I'll do some in the comments. So Polkadot, you could say we're consolidating now on the 4 hour time frame. If you go back to the daily, consolidating as well, but you could say we're looking like a potential breakout like here. So if you put potentially got a bullish pendant forming here. So you would say that over potentially the next, I mean, how many bars we've got there? Date range. Over the next 6 days, you could expect that we have a potential breakout coming. But depends whether that's to the upside or the downside. With the way the markets are pushing now and Ethereum's pushing up, you would expect it to be a bullish breakout from here. And that is pretty much getting there 6 days away. We could break out before then. If we do break out, first target there I've got is $50. It's not a million miles away from current prices. If we look at that on a price range, from current prices up to $50, you're talking 42%, which will take a bit to move it. I mean, the market cap of Polkadot is in the billions, so it will take a bit to move it, but it will get pushing at some point. So that is what we're looking for there, a potential breakout on the daily time frame. If we just look at a 4 hour and you're wanting to buy some, I mean, you would use this move here to potentially put a fib on. From top to bottom, have a look at some levels there. As you can see, we've already wicked down to 50% retracement level a few times. So you could say that, I mean, look at the 50%, it's right on that line, so potentially we may not go below that. So if you're looking to buy, potentially we have $33, well, $33.4. Could be a good buy. I think if we do go wick down here to the 618, it will only be a wick like we had on this this candle here. So yeah, that is a potential buy zone at 33.40. Kareem wants me to look at Raven. I'll have a look at it in a sec, RBN. Right, so that's a couple of buy zones there on Polkadot. Let's have a look at some of this list what we've got now. So we'll start with KSM, which is Kusama. Shall we use the Binance chart? Let's have a look at that. I've never done ATA on KSM. So look at a daily time frame, see what that's saying. Currently bearish on the histogram down on MACD, but you could say we should start coming to a bit of a bullish phase very soon. You could say we've got the same setup here as well on as we do on Polkadot. We do know this is a Polkadot project 2. You could say from here to here. You could say we've got a potential breakout coming over the next few days. But yeah, we just need to monitor that price. Like I say, we could break up, we could break down, but we just need to monitor what currently priced $234. Let's have a look at some buy zones here. I actually want to buy some. I've not bought any yet. I think I might have missed the boat a lot earlier. I was watching a project and I just never managed to buy any. 61% retracement a few times here. Looks like we're coming to a T. So a good chance that we may not fill any orders down at these levels, down to 78.6. I would expect that $200 is some natural support down at these levels. But I can't see it dropping down there, to be honest. Looks like when we come towards here, we're going to break up or to downside. And I do think that we're going to break to the upside. So if you're looking to buy, I would buy anything around here, to be honest. Pretty much $226 is a nice area to buy. Where can I buy Tron? I'm a no coiner. Binance, mate. I don't like Tron. I'm not a big fan of Justin Sun, to be honest. He's got about 10 projects now as well. I'm not looking at Burger. So that's KSM, potential buy zone there. First major target, you've got to say $300. We rejected off $300 there. So the first major target is to break and close a 4 or a daily candle above $300, and you can start pushing on to the sky and start on with some new price discovery. That's KSM. What else we got? Carver. I did a few videos on Carver when I first started on YouTube, and we did really well, so it shows that there's quite a few people holding Carver. So let's have a zoom out onto a daily, see what's going on here. The MACD is still going bearish, but as you can see down here, it looks like we're just about to get across to the upside here. So that is a bullish cross forming. The histogram is now pretty much looking like it's going to flip bullish. And then the RSI is around mid-ground at 57%. So what I need to do is look for some breakouts above this level, really, at the all-time highs at 560. Currently, if you're looking to buy, we have some nice levels of weekly support down at $3.71. So that could be a nice level to buy. We've bounced off it a few times. These wicks picked up some liquidity and popped back up. So you would say that this weekly support at $3.70 is a nice level to buy at. First target was breaking through at 560. I think once you do break above 560, things will start to push on. And I think I've got $10 max up here. No, but $10 will be the ultimate target for investors, I think. So that's Carver complete. Buy zones and first targets. I've just seen somebody mention Reef. I will have a look at Reef because I'm holding a bag of Reef. Zoom right in. This is a daily time frame. It's been going a bit. We did break out, but then we've been consolidating a bit. And we've not got too much data to analyze here. Histogram, it has flipped bullish, but I mean, it's not the best, is it? I would expect more than that. Hopefully, we can start to push up, but we are trending down here. If you we are starting to trend down on the daily time frame. So hopefully we can break up out of that trend. But let's just drop into a 4 hour. We'll have a bit more data at this level. I'm looking to top up some more some more reef. I've got a bit of capital spare, so hopefully I'm going to target into this. We are dancing off this 382 level at 3.6 cent. But if the market does give, we may be able to fill some orders down at 3.2 cent, which is 0.032. I think that'd be a nice level to mark up and a nice level to place some orders. Reef is it's a decent project. It's had a lot of hate and it's had a lot of FUD, but I won't even worry about it anyway. It's just people talking shit. Can you give all targets for Reef, not just first? It's a new project, so I can't really give any targets. I mean, with regards to investing, I'm a long-term investor and I'm looking for multiple X's. I mean, 10 cent is my first target, but I honestly think that this project, I reckon, has got at least 50 cent in it. It's a new project and it's got an absolute shed load of partnerships, and there's new partnerships coming out every week and multiple partnerships each week. So we are very, very undervalued for a new project. But invest, hold, and I only can give next targets really. I don't want to start sounding stupid and giving ridiculous targets when I don't think there's any need. You just got to go for the next couple of targets and then monitor the situation. If you're up a lot, then take a bit of profit. And if you're not up, then just fucking then hold for longer. So potential buys on me at 3.2 cent. They say Reef is a scam. It's not a scam. People just aren't fucking narrow-minded and haven't got a clue. Seen a few people have mentioned Coty. Let's have a look at Coty. So this is Coty USD. Wow, look at that. Coty USDT. Let's get rid of this previous TA. That is an absolute monster wick. We wicked right up to 59%, which is crazy. Let's go into the 4 hour, see what's going on there. That is an absolute bump and a half there. Let's have a look at some potential buy zones here. If you think you missed the boat, let's have a look at this move here. So we had a bit much a double bottom here on these 2 wicks. I'm going to disregard that big wick because it's not much data on that wick, to be honest. We are starting to just roll over here a little bit on the 4 hour time frame. So as you know, my favourite level is a 382, so you could target some buys at 35.9 cent. Could be a nice area to buy. And if we do get some more sell-offs, then you got to look at these 618 levels. So there are 2 areas which if I were looking to buy some Coty, then they were 2 areas that I would look to target. After that, then you got to look at some Fibonacci extensions. If you put the fib on of the entire move, it will give you some negative Fibonacci extension levels. So we've got 69 cent and 82 cent. Could be good targets to potentially look at accumulating. So selling them and buying back in at this level, or selling here and buying back in at this level. Ultimate target there, you've got to look at $1, aren't you? I think $1 is a nice round number. We will put that as my first target. Once we get there, I'll do some dedicated analysis on Coty on my channel, so keep your eyes out on that. So that is Coty covered there. I'm just going to take a quick look at one of my favourite projects, which is Avido. They absolutely dumped the other day, but that was due to the paid network shit that were going on. Paid network, all its projects dumped quite hard. Let me just have a look at on the ETH pair. It's not showing it on that chart. If you look at my Binance chart, yeah, it were flying high, man. It just absolutely dumped out with a paid network wick, which was a bit of shit really, because I were up about 20 grand on that, and then it disappeared to about 10 grand. But it's still a low cap, so I won't worry about that. If you look at the daily time frame, it's still pushing up. I mean, we are in an uptrend now, so wouldn't worry about that wick. I mean, we're wick down in some liquidity. The team have put some liquidity in on Uniswap, so I think we can start pushing on, to be honest. This is a solid project. It's massively undervalued. If you've not looked at this project before, I'll show you some stats on it. So a project that targets the event industry. So look at that. 17.7 million in maximum supply and only 14 million in circulation. This is a multi-dollar asset. Look at that, 62% up today. This is so undervalued, it's insane. 3.5 million market cap. Sorry, 3.3. This is going to absolutely explode at some point in the future. So things are looking good for that. If you're looking to buy in, let's just drop onto the other chart. We'll have a look at the USDT pair. If you're looking to buy into this, let's just drop into 4 hour. Upside down Bart Simpson there. So if you're looking to buy in, could potentially place some orders at 382. We've already wicked down to that 382 there. If you look at that level, we've already wicked down to there, so we potentially could wick down to that level again, which is 22 cents. Could be a nice area for you to buy in that. So that's Avido. See quite a few people just joining chat. Make sure you smash that like button. Band protocol. I've not looked at band protocol in forever. Chair squeaking like a bad one. I'll look at band in a second. Can you review B Pro? I've seen a few people talking about B Pro. And yeah, I've been a bit out of the loop where to invest in NFTs. I'm not into. I mean, I used to get NFTs when we used to be called ERC1155s, when we all was on Engine, and we used to be called collectibles. So I've not really looked into them much recently. There's that many people and projects doing NFTs now. It's a bit of a minefield, and I've not had time, to be honest. I've been renovating an house, so I've not even had time to look at any NFTs. Right, let's just go through this list. I'm gonna have a look at how many won. So that's I think I've got it on here. Yeah, this is how many won. As you can see, last time I did some tea on it, I was looking for a break of that downtrend, and we broke up. And I think that might be the all-time highs. Let's just have a look on a monthly time frame. Yeah, we've created some new highs there. So let's just move this line up. This is the all-time high line. This T8 is no longer valid. So let's get rid of that. And get rid of that too. So the all-time highs is 0.043. What we need to look at now is some buys, because we are rolling over. So you might be able to pick some cheaper orders up. So if you just put the fib on top to bottom, 382 level is a good level for you to potentially buy. If you look at the MACD, we are bullish. We've had a bullish cross here, so you could expect that to continue. If you look at a 4 hour time frame, I'm taking that's going to be, yeah, it's still bearish on the 4 hour time frame. I'm saying that we've been bearish since, that's only a day old, it's here at 4 hours, so we could start ticking bullish here in a minute if we do get across some RSI lines. RSI up here is currently 56%, so things, in my opinion, are ready to start pushing up, but we just need to keep his eye on the price here and fill some orders at 0.0333. That could be a nice area for you to buy. Asher. I think this is what Martina guy we're talking about, Casher. I never looked into it, to be honest. Not much data at all, really. I mean, we've got data back to December. Let's just mark that level up there as all-time highs. I'm presuming at 23 cents. Done quite a big retracement since then. Yeah, we are on a downtrend now. We are looking for a potential breakout of that downtrend. I mean, you could say that is a breakout there, so it looks like we have broken out of that downtrend now. The MACD is about to tick bullish very soon. You could say in pretty much 2 or 3 days. That will tick bullish, and then we can really start to push up and start targeting some new all-time highs. If you're looking to buy some though, let's go right down into his current move. If you're looking to buy, I mean, we have rejected off this area here. Coming down now, we're currently at the 236 level. I think it looks like we're going to come down to 382. So you're looking to buy, at 12.9 cent could be a good area for you to buy. But yeah, we have broken out of that downtrend now. So things, in my opinion, might start pushing on. Like I say, the MACD is about to tick bullish very, very soon. GRT. If you've got any general crypto questions as well, fire them in the chat as well, because I'm not all about price analysis. If you've got any general questions with regards to anything crypto related, then give me a shout. So this is GRT on the daily time frame. There's not much data for a daily time frame really. We've only been going since December. So if you look at 4-hour time frame, this is actually a good project. Let's just have a look at it on GRT. Let's have a look what's going on here. So we have a total supply of 10 billion, and only 12% of that is in supply. So that is good for pumponomics. I mean, we're currently at $1.91. Where have we been in regards to price? All-time highs. Been up to $2.88. We're only 33% down from that. If you look at this, we are trading on all the big exchanges. Fairly new projects that are getting listed on all these places shows you that a project is solid. All on high confidence exchanges. I like what this project is doing. If you do not know what it is, I do recommend you do a little bit of research into it. It is a solid project. It is an indexing protocol, and for querying data for networks like Ethereum and IPFS. So that's good. It's pretty much like a block index for all cryptocurrencies. So that's GRT. Let's have a look at some price analysis on it. So this chart looks very, very similar to a lot of charts here. I mean, let's just move that down. A lot of projects over the course of the last 4 weeks have hit those highs, and in some cases all-time highs, and then done 30 to 40% retracements. Like I say, that is nothing to worry about. That is what happens in general. So if you are looking to buy this and you think, right, do I buy now at market price, or do I look at potential levels? So if you're looking at levels from this move here, you could say that's the bottom of a move, that's the top of a move. We have retraced and done a 50% retracement. We have failed to close below that, so that is bullish, and we have pushed up and rejected off a 2.36 level. If we do get a little bit of a market shakeout, you could feel some orders down here at 167, but I say it's looking quite bullish now, and we have failed to close below this level. So you could say that this level here is a nice level too, 182. That could be a nice level for you to potentially buy. So looking at questions. You tell him at Homer. They're expecting a dip before Q2. We've had this dip, haven't we? I mean, if you look at BTC, we did hit those highs at 58k. That's retraced. I actually don't want BTC to do anything. I want BTC just to do this. Just go onto a daily. I want BTC just to go sideways and hang around this area. While this happens, I want Ethereum BTC to explode, because like I said at the beginning of the video, if you just look at this, how much room has Ethereum got for growth? 258% before it even gets to all-time high. So I do think that is prime to go. Do I think we'll get a dip? I don't think we'll get a dip, but there's always that possibility there. So I mean, just have to keep his eye on the charts and see what happens. Do not get shaken out though. Do not get shaken out of any spot positions, because that's all it is. It's shakeouts. It happens all the time. We pump up, we come back down. We pump up, we come back down. So just hold on to your positions. If you're in leverage, make sure you got some tight stop losses on. Will refinance be a type of Binance but connected to all platforms? Yeah, it is. It's to do with liquidity issues on exchanges and products dealing with liquidity. When to sell V4 into VChain? Keep them both. Sell them when it's high. Any more questions? Let's have a look. Would you recommend holding crypto in a wallet, or is it safe holding it on Binance? I always recommend that you keep your crypto off exchanges. There's been multiple cases over the last year into the hundreds of billions of dollars of crypto exchanges getting hacked. It's easy enough to get a wallet, even if it's something like MetaMask, which I know it's still online, but you have your own private keys, whereas on Binance you don't have your private keys. So I mean, Binance does have insurance. If you go on Google and type in Seifu insurance, it shows that they do have insurance in place. Probably has the best insurance out of any exchange, so it is semi-safe on Binance, but just for peace of mind, you're always best keeping it in a private wallet. Do you still think DOT is still a good buy at current price in BTC? Yes. When you sell your crypto towards a bull run, will you sell into Satoshis or stablecoins? So this is why I monitor this chart here, the BTC dominance. Just back onto the weekly. This is a setup I should always look into doing. Whenever Bitcoin dominance is high, sell into altcoins. Whenever Bitcoin dominance is low, buy Bitcoin. And then ride the wave back up and vice versa, and keep doing that and keep accumulating Bitcoin. Bitcoin is king. I still prefer a lot of altcoins to Bitcoin, but currently it is king. I think I'll be keeping Polkadot for a long time, but I'm not too sure on that yet. Should I slow down into DCA in my bags? It's up to you, mate. Whatever you can afford. Can BTC hit 100k this year? Yeah, very, very possible. There's so many big players buying up Bitcoin now. Since Michael Saylor's dropped a bomb that has bought a fucking ridiculous amount of Bitcoin, man. Every man and his dog's jumping on a bandwagon. Render token. I've never heard of that one, mate. I've got a couple more to look at. Let me have a look at RVN. So that's RVN. Let's drop right into 4 hour. That was a buy zone I highlighted last time. This is for Kareem. Hopefully you bought some at that level, because look at that, we hit the 786, bang, pop back up. Currently consolidating around the 618 level. Chances are we may not come back down to this level now. 618 could be a good level, but that's for the entire move, that is. So we will take this move here, from the bottom to the top. As you can see, we did a 61% retracement on this move as well. If you're looking to top up or buy, you've got that level at 14.8 cent, and you also have this level down here at 14.1 cent. So there are two areas that you could look at buying. First major target is breaking through them highs at 29 cent. I think that could be a good level to have a look at. Lewis, have you already looked at Engine? I've not actually looked at Engine. I'll take a look at it. Here's a trade Engine a couple of years ago. Solid project. That's last time we did some TA. We were looking for a breakout and we broke above that. Got some shit on this chart. Get rid of all that. So Engine is on a monster mission. Let me just move this all-time high line up. So that is at $1.80. Rejected off that 4 hour time frame here. Where's my... There we go, my MACD. So my MACD on my 4 hour time frame is bullish. Let's look at my daily time frame. Very, very bullish on that. We got a bullish cross on the 2nd of March. Bang, pop straight up. We are oversold on the RSI, so you could expect that we could drop that down from these prices. If we just drop into a 4-hour time frame, if we are looking, yeah, we're still oversold on the 4-hour. Sorry, overbought. So we should be coming down through here, which will inevitably bring it down in the price. So if you're looking for some buys, I mean, the 618 is not out of the question here. So if you're looking to buy or if you're looking to top up, we do have $1.35. We also have my favourite 382 level at $1.52. So they are two levels to target. Major level here on the negative fib extension at $2. And that is the first major target to break through. It's a natural level of psychological resistance, that is. It's 199, you could say up hang on to. That's the first target to break through that. If we do break through that target, then give me a shout in my Telegram group and I'll do some further analysis on that. But I think I want to do a bit of a price prediction video on that to get a few eyeballs on it. If you do not know as well, if you're not in my I've got a Telegram group. If there's anybody new to this channel, I'll just drop it in the chat. That's my Telegram channel there. So yeah, join that and drop me some questions, or if there's any projects you'd like me to cover, then jump in there. I just started investing in crypto. Did several coins. Do you think it's a good thing, or should I invest in one or two big ones? Only hold as many assets as you can have time to monitor them. I mean, I hold about 10 different projects, but if you're new to it and you need to keep an eye on these projects, you need to keep an eye on the investments, then maximum of 6, I'd say. But you could go into 2, depends on what you want to do, really. I've seen a few people mentioning ADA, so let's have a look at Cardano. Got a chart down there somewhere. Need to sort this list out. 88 USD. So that's the all-time highs. Let's move that up. Again, this has done quite a big retracement. Most charts look very, very similar across all altcoins. What have we done in regards to a drop? 31% drop. Like I say, that is not uncommon. So let's have a look at some potential buys. We may have missed them, but we'll take the entire move from here. We have done a 61% retracement, failed to close below that. So let's have a look at the RSI, currently quite low. I mean, we're getting to an area of oversold at some stage. If we come down towards this level, you would expect us to pop right back up. If you're looking to buy though, I'd buy anything around here at $1.07. I think that could be a nice area. I'd even extend out to a 50% area. Happily buy anything around here. We do know that we wicked down to this level before at $80, but we do know that the entire market brought it down. So buys in around this area. I mean, you could potentially target some buys at 95 cents if you are looking to top up down at them levels. Yeah, so I had 2 buy zones. First major target though, breaking above 149, which was the all-time highs. I mean, I've done some previous price analysis on this on my channel. If you want to look at some dedicated price analysis, check out my channel. But first target there, $2. Seen a few people mentioning chilies, so I'll have a look at chilies. I regret not buying chilies in early stages. Where's that gone? Oh, there it is. Again, this is on a monster mission. You can see it last time I did some TA on that was in January, ages ago. So let's get rid of that. These levels are now obsolete. We are into some new price levels here. Just mark up the all-time high at 18 cents. I do believe that is all-time high. Let's have a quick look on CoinMarketCap. Yeah, 18 cents, so 2% down from that. I like what they're doing with projects. We've got quite a few fan tokens now. I think we've got Paris Saint-Germain, AC Milan, Barcelona. got quite a few on their list now. So we've hit them highs, which is all-time highs at 18.9 cent. Started to retrace a bit. We dropped down to 16.9 and we are pushing up. I think it's looking like we're going to retarget some new all-time highs. MACD is looking bullish. We had a bullish cross on the 8th of March, which was yesterday. What day is today? Oh no, it's today, 8th of March today. So we had that bullish cross today. So things are going to start picking up, and pretty much you got to look at 20 cent. That will be the first major area. But if it does come down, then you can have a look at some potential buy zones at 382 level. As you can see, we've already wicked off at 382 level once at 15.5 cent. And if we do get a big fat rejection off some new all-time highs, then you could target 13.4 cent. Do you talk about Sheeb? I'm not talking about Sheeb. That's a ridiculous project. Sheeb. Quite funny actually. Shiba Inu. Okay, well that supply is just an absolute joke. 1 trillion. Look at Etherscam. 10,000 holders. I bet they were all airdrops, surely. Got absolute loads of transfers going through. 56,000 transfers. Fully diluted market cap $20 million. The price is proper low. So look, it's on 1 inch. Uniswap. So I'm not going on there. So look it on here for you. Why are so many people talking about Sheeb? What's special about it? Let me know. Take it, that's the highs up there at 600. Oh, fucking hell, that's low. That's dollars. 0.0000. Okay, let's have a look in a BTC pairing. That is so, like, that is low. Sheep. What's it in Satoshis? I can't do any T on that really, it's not even got any price. Yeah, I'll skip that one. I think they are, Max. That's just... why would you mint a project with 1 trillion tokens? Yes, Kevin, mate. I've just checked out ADA. I put a few levels on. I say I'd buy anything at this level, really. We've hit that 618 level quite a few times. $1. Nice psychological area to buy. If you had to buy into RSR or REN, which would you choose? That is such an easy question to answer. RSR is a solid project. Do you think UTK is heavily undervalued considering its partnerships? I do think it is, and I do think a lot of projects are massively undervalued. I sold my UTK the other day, I think. Yeah, last week actually I sold them. Someone's mentioned NPXS, is that Pundy? So I've seen somebody talk about AVAXO, which is Avalanche. I'll have a look at that. I've lost it. There we go. This was last time we did some TA. I said this level here at 786. We didn't quite make it, but we did drop into a buy zone area. So anything in these areas is going to be buy a nice level. And I marked this red level up. Anything under $30 will be a nice buy. Let's look at MACD. So let's drop into a daily. MACD. Well, starting to push up now. I mean, you could say that over the next few days we could start to tick bullish. histogram is looking like it's set to blow up, and then we could start to target that $30 area. First major target, I'm taking $60 as the all-time high. So that is a first major target to break through before we can start looking at some of these fib extensions at $73 and $90. Long way to go before that. If you're looking to buy oil, this is the area to buy. Around anywhere $21 to $25 could be a nice entry point there. CoinGecko notifications going off. Seeing Ethereum's pushing, and it is. Let's get rid of that long position. I think it's looking like it's wanting to test this area here, 1800 bucks. I think we might get there before we do start to do a little bit of retracement. If we put a fib on, rather than that top wick, we'll do it to there. That just gives us some levels down here at the 382, which could be a level to buy if we do reject off there. Depends how bullish we start pushing on and how the BTC pair does. I want this to start pushing up now. We've been so undervalued for so long on the Ethereum BTC pair. We've got a long way to push, and I'm ready for that to break out. If that breaks out, it's going to send everything, all altcoins. How's it feels for Zilliqa at a minute? You know, I've not even been keeping up to date with much of what's going on at Zilliqa. I've not even been keeping up to date with many crypto projects. I've been that busy. But I've put 2 buy zones here. I mean, we've even got some daily support down at pretty much 10 cents. It's 9.9 there, but I mean, we've been down there a few times. We wicked off it, bounced off it. So I do think that if we can start pushing up back towards these highs at 15 cents and close any candle above 4 hour above this area, and we will start to smash those all-time highs at some point. I've got high expectations for Zilliqa. I think it's going to be a solid year, and I think this is going to be a top 20, top 10 project at some point potentially. Staking has been very, very good for me as well. Why is Pundix so underrated in the West? No idea. I never even look at it, to be honest. That supply put me off at the beginning. I think it was about 250 billion or something like that. PNT? What's PNT, mate? I'm not looking at SXP. I can't stand that project. RSR's pushing up. That's going towards targeting its all-time highs. That's looking solid. I do recommend, if you've not looked at this project, then check it out. Seen somebody mention TEL quite a few times. Let's look at that. Is it on here? I used to own some TEL last year. Sold it though. Probably sold it down here. So Telcoin, let's have a look. We are pushing up. I'm taking that as the new highs. This is against Tether. Let's have a look at all-time highs on CoinMarketCap. I remember Paddy Stash, if you ever look on Twitter or if you ever follow him, I used to talk about TEL quite a lot. Where is it trading? Qcoin's getting 7% of volume. Oh, it's getting further down there. It's getting most of volume. Let's look at the all-time highs. 3 years ago, at 0.011. I didn't realise projects are old. So we've not got data back to them. Oh, yeah, we have. So that's the all-time highs up at those levels. We've got a fair way to push yet. Let's look at 4 hour time frame. So if you want to buy some of this, and you're looking for some investment levels, you could take this as beginning to move up to a top. MACD is bullish. RSI, what's RSI saying? We are way overbought on the RSI. You can see those two big candles up there massively pushed it up, so you would expect that we will start to drop from these levels. Have a look at potentially some orders here at 0.0041 if you're looking to buy. I'll do 2 more products and then we'll sack this stream off for today. Went up crypto coin. There's too many coins out there for me to get my own coin. XLM. Get rid of all this crap. So look at my daily time frame first. First target absolutely smashed. So what's going on at these current levels? Looks like we are coming to a T. We've got a bullish pendant forming here on the 4-hour time frame. The MACD is about to tick bullish. If you just zoom out, it looks like we've got a potential cross on the RSI lines. The RSI is around mid-ground, which is stable, so this is going to break to the upside in my opinion. Could really do having a look at what volume's saying, but I'm not getting a volume chart for now. Yeah, that is looking like it's going to pop up. We're coming to pretty much a T. We've got a couple of days left before potential breakout. I mean, we could break down if the market does drop down. We could break down and fill some orders at 36 cents. We know we've been down this and trading this area a lot around here. So if you're looking to buy and we do not break out, then this could be a level down here at 36 cents to buy in. We just put a fib on top to bottom. Yeah, it's showing a level at 786 down at 35 cents too, so that could be a nice level on that support, and this could be a nice level here to potentially buy at 37 cents, but just monitor price. We might break out and you might not even be able to fill any orders. First target to get through is these yearly highs up at 60 cents is the next level really. So a few people mentioned Phantom. So many charts look very similar to this. So I'm taking that's the highs there. It's either yearly highs or all-time highs. I'm not too sure about the product. So at 87 cents. I mean, you could even say we've got a bullish pendant forming on this timeline here. I mean, a potential breakout on that as well. So I mean, just monitor price there. You could extend it a little bit. So you could say we've got another few days before potential break to the upside. But remember, these bullish pendants can also break to a downside. But if we just put a fib on from the start of the move, which is this week on the 15th of February, up to the top, we have bounced off this 618 level a lot. So that is potential buy zone at 42 cents. May not drop below that. It is a level of strong support at 42 cents. So we may not potentially drop back down through those levels. But let's say just monitor price. I would buy in here, to be honest. We've done a good move. If you look at that in a retracement perspective from those highs to current price, we've already dropped 50%. So why not buy now? Why not? I've already checked out Zilliqa, Theta network. I did a video on Theta the other day. Go and check it out. Right, I think that's going to do it for today's stream, guys. We've done, that's coming up to an hour now, so covered quite a few projects there. I will do another stream towards the, I don't know, maybe Wednesday, Thursday this week coming up, so I'll schedule it and then I'll ping it out on my socials. Make sure you're following my Twitter too, which is OpCryptoUK. You'll find my link in the description of this video. So I do thank everybody for tuning in. Please make sure that you do smash that like button, and if you are not already, then please make sure you are subscribed to my channel. So like I say, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on